Over the past decade, wearable tech has quietly transformed from a step counter into a full body diagnostic ecosystem. Today, these devices track everything: your heart, your stress levels, your sleep cycles, your blood sugar, your breathing rate, your posture, even your brain's blood flow. And the people wearing them: athletes, actors, CEOs, and millions of ordinary people who decided that health works better with data.
If you look around, airports, gyms, offices, everyone is strapped to something. A ring, a patch, a band, a strap, a shirt, sometimes more than one. People don't want guesswork anymore. They want proof of stress, proof of recovery, proof of how their body is actually behaving. And one viral photo, Deepinder Goyal wearing a sensor on his temple, is just one small glimpse of where this entire industry is headed.
The real transformation in wearables isn't about accuracy, it's about the technology spreading across your entire body. For a long time, trackers lived only on wrist. But as the science advanced, the wrist became too limited, too noisy for precise signals, too far from key organs. So wearables began migrating. Endurance athletes started wearing small sensors on their arms that watch glucose levels rise and fall, revealing how the metabolism behaves under stress. Recovery moved from step counts to microscopic changes in heart rhythm, giving a clearer picture of how the nervous system responds to pressure. This wasn't fitness anymore, it was biology. Sleep monitoring shifted into smaller, subtler forms. Sensors on fingers and ears that track temperature shifts, breathing patterns, and sleep stages with surprising precision. And gradually, wearable technology entered clothing. Shirts that measure how deeply you breathe, whether your posture is collapsing, whether your muscles are firing evenly. Each innovation pulled wearables further away from being gadgets. They became a distributed network of sensors, quietly mapping the body from multiple angles all at once.
So, what does all this mean? It means our bodies are becoming transparent. Every reaction, emotional, physical, hormonal, is now trackable. Not in a lab, not once a year, but continuously. This isn't a fitness revolution. This is a biofeedback revolution. Your body speaks, and finally, your tech listens.
Elite sport was the first place this shift became visible. Professionals began monitoring how their bodies behaved minute to minute, not just during workouts, but during rest, recovery, sleep, and even travel. Endurance runners analyzed how their muscles burned fuel during long races. Cricketers monitored recovery after back-to-back games. Cyclists and swimmers tracked their breathing patterns with precision, once possible only in performance labs. What started as an athletic advantage soon spread to the general public. Biotracking wasn't exclusive anymore, it became aspirational. People began wanting the same level of insights athlete had, and wearable became the bridge.
And that brings us to that viral photo, not because it's the center of the story, it isn't, but because it shows how far we have come. From your wrist to your finger to your arm to your shirt and now your temple. Every part of you is turning into a data point. And honestly, this is only the beginning.
The wearable landscape today is split across a massive price spectrum. At one end, there are high-end devices costing tens of thousands of dollars, sensors measuring advanced biometrics. At the other end, there are basic trackers that cost less than a meal, yet still monitor sleep or heart rate. It's one of the rare industries where everyone, regardless of budget, has access to some form of body data.
If you think this is a niche, it's not. According to market research Future, the wearable tech industry was worth $69 billion in 2024 and is projected to explode $951 billion by 2035. Nearly $1 trillion market built entirely around the human body. If you want to dive deeper into these numbers, the MRFR report link is in the description. And here's the part most people forget. Wearables are already saving lives. A man relaxing on his sofa gets a high heart rate alert. He goes to the hospital. Doctors catch a cardiac issue before it turns dangerous. A young woman receives an irregular rhythm notification. She checks. It turns out to be early stage arterial fibrillation, one of the biggest silent killers. These devices aren't just tracking your body anymore. They're protecting it. This is the moment wearable-tech stops being a tool and becomes a companion. They are learning when we are stressed before we feel it, when we are dehydrated before we notice it, when something is off before it becomes something serious. And the next wave, it will warn you before you fall sick. This is Wantstats Research and Media. I'm Indu Tyagi. If you want the future decoded before it arrives, like the video, share it, and tell us which wearable would you trust and which one scares you the most. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to Wantstats for the news and stories that matters.